Hi everybody, this is Matt. I'm the one who has post-April 6th YouTube channel. Well, as you can see, I got a haircut since the last YouTube vlog that I posted. And I have lots of ideas of what to do with my YouTube channel. There's lots of, tourist locations, and there's lots of interesting things that I would like to talk about. But I think what I'll do for now is point out my kitty cat. Hi, Isabella. Hi, kitty. You're such a lovable kitty cat. Yes. You're such a lovable kitty cat. You're so cute. You're just so cute. Yes, you are. Do you know who President Reagan is? President Ronald Reagan? Yes. He was President of the United States from January 20th, 1981, after he won the 1980 election. And he remained President of the United States until January 20th, 1989. I think he's one of the best presidents we've ever had. What do you think, kitty cat? Can't you meow something? No, you're just interested in what I was saying, huh? Okay. Well, I'm gonna go take my shower, and then there will be more. Okay. I've showered and shaved and got fully dressed. Here's the here's the t-shirt I'm wearing. And now I'm back. I was born in July of 1973. I was 5 weeks premature. And what was going on the day I was born was they were already planning to do a premature C-section birth on my mother because I was pretty large. The weight of me the day I was born was probably at least 9.8 pounds to 9.12 pounds. And I was fairly tall for a baby. I was at least 16 to 18 inches tall. And the other reason why they were doing a premature birth on my mother was the fact that my mother had been a diabetic since age 12, and she was 32 years of age at the time I was born. Here's what else was going on. My father was a professional diesel mechanic, and at the time, he and two other men named Billy and Bob, and my father's name is, he may not appreciate me saying this, his name was Gary, and he had just formed a diesel repair business in January or February of 1973. And by the time my mother had given birth to me, the business had been going for at least 5 months. And he was making pretty good money. And he was working really hard every day. He was working probably at least 6 days a week. And he was He was doing lots of stuff. Not just oil checks, drainage of the radiator and rotating tires and stuff like that. He was rebuilding engines. And he was rebuilding transmissions when he could. And what transmissions he could not rebuild, he outsourced it to other companies that had a lot of expertise on rebuilding transmissions that would go in those great big semi-trucks. And he was also doing service calls. One of the service calls that he did himself, he loaded up a 1959 Chevrolet El Camino, and he loaded up his 2-part Waterloo rollaway toolbox, and he went way out into Weld County. I don't know exactly where this would be, but it'd be somewhere, I would assume, near Greeley or I think it might be Erie or what's now Dacono. And he rebuilt a V6 71 series Detroit diesel. And he spent, I kid you not, probably over 11 hours completing the overhauling and rebuilding of the engine. It was quite a lengthy process. Yes. And my parents remained married, even though they moved 3 times, until August of 1987, and that was when my mother decided to file divorce against him, and I went to live with my mother in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment on Arapahoe and Holly, or near Arapahoe and Holly, excuse me. And I attended Isaac Newton Middle School as part of Littleton Public School. Excuse me for getting a little tangled tongued. And I had quite a life, I think. Well, that's it for today. Please tell as many people as you can about my channel post April 6th. Because post April 6th is about Christ our Savior, Jesus Christ, saving my life from death after getting hit by a car. If you look at the top of my head, you can tell there was a serious skull fracture, and even though you can't see it with the camera pointing at my head, I also had subdural hematoma, and 48 hours later, they did emergency surgery on me right before or right after a cerebral brain hemorrhage. Thank you for watching the video. That's all for now.